intro I've ever heard, man. Like, I feel like fighting people right now.
Do you know how jarring that song is? And, you know, we're in here. And listen, we know he's coming in the building, but, you know, you hear that in an arena where it's like thousands and thousands of people, and it still like rattles to the rooftop. But to be in this studio with the $1 million sound system that we have in here, it's insane. And then he walks in and he's like 28 feet tall,
larger than life,
you know. But we are with the Nigerian giant. We are with OMOS, and we are with my God, man.
I'm really old, man. He brought back the feeling when I met Andre the Giant, man, for the first time, man. I was like,
and he's bigger than Andre the Giant.
Yeah, he's taller. That's what's crazy.
And man, we are with an absolute legend. In my humble opinion, man, we got MVP in the building.
I'm very flattered, man. Very flattered.
Nah, listen, Pete, I gotta give you your props, man. You have been one of those dudes that have supported everything that I, Wale, and Kaz have done with Wrestlemania since the beginning. So, you know, when you came in Thursday and did the toast for us, it's like a symbolic gesture every time you come on and you do the Wrestlemania toast. It's like you celebrate the next.
It's tradition.
And it's always it didn't start that way. It just started out as, well, you know, he's an OG solidified.
Oh, solidified, yeah.
So you wanna, you know, so he was one of our guest of honors.
You know, it's wrestle rap. You know?
Yeah.
So it's
Gangster, and I'm mad at him. He got the freaking high top Travises, man.
P's got money, man. P's got money.
I do this Cannabis and Kicks podcast, and we've been trying to get
Cannabis and Kicks. You speaking my language?
Yeah, that's definitely his language.
Oh yeah. We gotta get you on there. But the fact is, I've been trying to get these sneakers forever, and he walks in with them. I want to kill this guy.
Yes, I had the same vicious reaction. So I was like, "Whoa, do you even know what those are?"
You should talk. What you got on?
Yeah, man. I got a retro 4s on. You know.
Yeah, but how hard is it for you to get sneakers in a size? Because do they even? What shoe size are you?
I wear size 18. So like, it's
all the girls are running. You know? See ya.
So you got me there. You know, but in all seriousness, you know, for me, in high school, I couldn't really get any shoes, and I couldn't afford to get any shoes either way. I just got what it was given to me. And once I got to college, when I was in high school, I kind of figured out all the sites to buy shoes for large men. Right. So I was like, over like the span of 3 years, I was like scouting the internet, eBay, Amazon.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, yeah, I can get shoes here. They have my sizes here. And then once I got to college and I got that first scholarship money, I was buying sneakers. It was a wrap. it was a wrap. But I remember when I was at University of South Florida, I met he used to play for the Knicks, Jared, I forget his last name. He was signed with the Jordan brand. And then he comes to play that summer when they had the NBA lockout.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
He's playing that summer. He sees me. He's like, "Hey, what size you wear?" I says 18. He said, "Tomorrow after we're done playing, just come outside to my pickup truck." So I come outside the next day, and he has a whole truck full of sneakers, Jordans, size 18s, like
and they look
30
good.
pairs of shoes.
They don't look like boats. They look like normal.
Yeah, they look normal. Hey, man.
They look proportional to his body.
Yeah, they don't look like boats. If I put those shoes on, I would look like one of those idiots that wear those Astro Boy boots, them red boots.
I can float to Haiti in the
Them just ugly. But luckily enough, Jordans do make size 18, so I'm lucky enough to snag size 18s every now and then for the low, you know.
So were you like, when did like the growth spurt happen? Like was it like in your like
so I had 2 growth spurts. I was always tall, and by the time I was
2.
like, yeah. So by the time I was like 11 years old, I was only about like 6 foot. By the time I was 12,
11.
Yes. By the time I was like 12, I was like 6'1", 6'2", and between 12 and 13 summer, I grew to like 6'7".
Yo.
So like in like sort of 2 years, I grew like almost like 8 inches. I grew a lot, and then over the next 2 years, I grew another like 6 inches. By the time I was 15, I was already 6'11".
Yo, no, I want to ask you, because you hear about growing pains. Did you experience growing that quickly?
Never.
Wow.
I never had growing
pains. Well, he's Nigerian.
Nigerians built differently, man. No, never had any growing pains.
Here's a very impressive optic.
Okay.
You're on Monday Night Raw.
Yes.
Brock Lesnar's in the ring.
Yes.
You come out in a suit, in a turtleneck. looking very intimidating against somebody that looked like they literally just killed a polar bear.
That's true.
And you come out and you stand face to face with arguably the beast incarnate.
Hold on, let me correct you. Stood face to chest.
Face to chest.
Face to chest, yeah.
And literally, you looked down at the man, which is no easy feat.
That shit look crazy.
You know, we watched that clip, and
that was crazy.
Whoo Kid says Brock is a scary man, and I have to agree with him. But you really came in there and face to chest. The optic of just the size difference really just shows how big you actually are.
And then he palmed Brock's face and pulled him in and held his entire head like a basketball and told him, I'm gonna beat your ass, and threw him out the ring.
Pretty much.
Right.
I'm one of the lucky DJs that actually tour all of Nigeria. I did all 4 or 5 cities there for MTV Africa.
So that means you did Lagos,
Abuja,
Port Harcourt.
Oh wow, okay.
I
think there's starts with a W, the 4th one. Damn.
Having the I can't remember the other 2.
It's all I remember is there was no planes. I had to go. I had an army, and it took me from city to city. So,
it's changed now.
Oh, it's changed now.
It's changed now.
This is like 15 years ago.
Oh, because I was just there last year for the first time in 14 years.
Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't even look the same.
Wow.
Yeah. So you probably came like 2004,
2003. Yeah.
But how's it feel to go home again now that you have a cachet of celebrity to you? Is it different now?
It's very different. At first, I didn't think people were gonna know who I was or what I did, and to my own, I was very shocked once I got there. Like the amount of people who knew the thugs, they're calling my name.
Wow.
When I got out of the airport, like OMOS, you reach Nigeria, hey, we hell. Like I was like, yo, like this is like surreal, and like it was like a hero's welcome going back home, and I was very, very shocked. Even like talking to the new vice president, like seeing me in the hotel, and
isn't that crazy how politically
an audience with the vice president?
Isn't that crazy?
Like it was like crazy to see like someone who was just recently like the vice president, like hey, coming to greet me and like greeting my mom, and it was very surreal because like I come from humble backgrounds, with like middle class African Nigeria, which is poor, you know, and for mom to get such recognition from a powerful man was, it was full circle for us.
But wait until you go back to Nigeria as WWE champion.
Oh my God, that's gonna be too much.
When you're a national hero and you get the parades and all that, you know what I'm saying? Like that's your future.
That's gonna be crazy.
I ain't gonna front. That's how it was when we landed with 50 Cent. The whole country came, like at the airport, and we were shocked. We were like, why is the whole country here? But I guess 50 Cent, yeah, it was like, I never saw so much chaos. And we had jewelry on, so I was like,
my jewelry.
Yo, I was like, yo, I was like running in the car. But it was
that's when y'all had that thing with Idris Abdul Karim, right?
Yeah, we had beef. And he came back. Yeah, he came back with like 40 Africans.
Who don't you have beef with?
Yo, 50 Cent, man. That's what I get.
So did the Nigerians hold rifles to your face as well? Of course. It's on brand.
And Nigeria is a place you're not surviving Nigeria. Like if you go in there, you got beef. You can't just hide there. Everybody, they had the 419 boys and all that shit going on.
Yeah. Damn, you know your stuff.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he said 419. Oh wow, okay.
Do not go downstairs if they call your room.
Your character is real stern and serious, and you're menacing. But here, utter delight. Do you ever want to? I'm Pop P. That's it. That's a highlight for me.
No, I just got don't lose your train of thought. But I'm telling OMOS all the time, he is genuinely one of the most wonderful, delightful, warm human beings.
Utterly delightful.
The proverbial gentle giant. And I'm always man, get fucking mad, man. What the stop smiling, man. Fuck him up.
So much so that at Wale Mania last year, you did not know me, but you hugged me.
Really?
Well, look at this photo.
He's like a big teddy bear at the
this
carnival.
This is a Christmas card.
But to be honest, you were very welcoming. You were very respectful.
Thank you.
Made sure I was good.
Thank you.
This was the first time meeting you, and you made sure I was good. I could find I was okay. So of course,
you're my guy, man.
And then you hear that big booming warm laugh.
Yeah.
Like a black Santa.
So, do you ever really want to show a little bit more of this into what the Nigerian giant is on WWE programming?
No.
Okay, there you go.
No,
Enough said.
yes, no, and to be honest, I think everything is timing. I think there's going to be a right time for this.
Okay.
And now is not the right time.
Yeah.
Whenever that time comes, it's going to be a huge payoff whenever I get to show this part of myself.
Oh, shit, he's going to do Nollywood. I can't believe it.
So you have had two great mentors, one in MVP and the other in AJ Styles.
More than two.
And so much so that you've already had an incredible WrestleMania moment with AJ Styles when you and AJ won the Raw Tag Team Championships. How do you feel walking into this WrestleMania as a solo performer, and you're going into what, year 4, maybe 5?
Year 4,
Year 4?
and this is my third WrestleMania.
Your third WrestleMania.
Yes.
So
And-
to think about where you came from and how I think the American viewing audience seen you originally as a bouncer on Raw Underground.
Oh, it was longer than that. Y'all forget I was the ninja.
I was about to just get into the ninja.
Final boss ninja.
The final boss ninja. They had him dressed up as a ninja,
I had a sword and everything.
were the sleeves cut off the gi?
Show us.
Yeah, and you were running around with Tozawa.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, that was me.
And he had the mask on,
No
and
way.
he did not blend in. When you think of stealthy ninjas, it was just this giant man, and I was like, that's when you caught my attention. Then I seen you on
That's
Raw
when he caught
Underground.
everybody's attention because we were like, who the fuck is this giant motherfucker? I didn't know about him yet. And I saw the giant ninja. I'm like, wait, is he? Where'd they find this dude?
Then you're on Raw Underground, and I'm like, that's the ninja. and then like you're giving Shane McMahon daps, and then the next thing you know, you're with AJ Styles. You win a
Yeah,
championship.
there it is. Yeah.
Yeah, right then and there. Look at the size.
Oh, my God. That is crazy.
I think that was the segment we had with Big Show. Yes, that was.
Not another giant of a human being.
Maybe that's where the ninja word came from. You know how white people say ninja? Yo, what up, my ninja?
No,
Came
I don't
from
say
him?
that. I don't say
okay,
that.
okay.
I'm good. No, I'm good.
At the beginning, I've interviewed a lot of classic wrestlers from Hulk to Ric Flair, and that time period was crazy. Like, they were wilding back then. Now it's like business. You don't look like the type that be wilding out.
Nah, he ain't wild though. He ain't wild. He's a good guy.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Like,
No, but I came in when I came into the business.
could imagine.
I came in the tail end of the old way.
that was crazy.
Yeah,
I almost
You
can't
did.
believe what they were doing back then.
Listen, it was a different time. It was Cowboys and Indians, man. It was wild, And WWE when I first signed had just started being corporate. So you still had the old locker room ways.
So it was
and-
unorganized, like crazy.
No, it was organized. It just
Okay.
wasn't corporate.
Oh, okay.
It
The
was still
boys
very
like to
organized.
party,
Yeah.
if you know what I mean.
Yeah, then they were hazing and wilding out, and pills in the locker room and beer, and it was,
Yeah.
You lucky you came in at the right
Hey,
time.
man, I came in at the perfect time.
yeah, he came, But then I'll say this: the wellness program changed everything because
Oh, wow.
I lost a lot of colleagues and friends
Yeah, that's right.
to pills
Yeah.
primarily, you
Yeah.
know. And once they instituted the wellness program, we used to joke around and say, ever since they put in the wellness program, I don't feel so well.
Oh shit.
But it saved a lot of lives. And
Absolutely.
and because WWE is the industry leader, everybody plays follow the leader.
Hmm.
So when I first came up, I used to see young guys trying to impress the older guys by taking pills and
Yeah.
hey, look how
This
much
is
I can
cool.
do, and hey,
Yeah.
look, I'm cool like you. But the entire industry has changed.
Yeah, the landscape.
The landscape, the pills aren't cool anymore. Now you go in the locker room, dudes are playing PlayStation and Madden and
Wearing Jordans and shit.
yeah, exactly. No one, dudes ain't drinking
Iced
beer, they're
out.
drinking protein shakes now.
Bringing meal preps.
And that's what I
Yeah,
to
guys
me,
got their bags of meal preps.
that's
Yeah.
the thing that I'm into because I'm into my working out. I'm
Juicing
into my
and all
health.
that stuff?
Green juice, yeah, man. Like I'll
do
drink
that
a kale smoothie. We gotta get. That's what I gotta bring next time I see OMOS. We gotta
Ain't no
bring my kale
Nigerian
smoothie.
drinking no green juice.
Let me say this real quick though, before you plug your social media. You're talking about him going from being the super ninja. It was funny.
Yeah.
This big giant ninja.
Yeah.
Now he's about OMOS, the Nigerian giant, is about to step into the ring at WrestleMania and face Brock
Lesnar.
About to go down.
From the super ninja to the Nigerian giant, having the literal biggest match of WrestleMania, the biggest match of his career. And I can't even begin to tell you how proud I am of seeing where he's been to where he's at. And let's keep in mind, he's only 30.
Right.
So we got another decade and a half of his growth and greatness ahead.
It's like what Big E says, just big meaty men slapping meats.
Yeah.
But the energy is like, it's kind of like Andre the Giant and Hulk Hogan brought back, kind of like everybody, that anticipation.
Yeah.
That's what I'm getting. I'm getting that vibe and stuff like that. My curiosity with you is, when you were a kid in Nigeria, like, were there wrestlers you used to look up to? Like, was that something you wanted to be, or that's so random? Like, you're in Nigeria, I would never think that.
I mean, I used to watch wrestling with my grandmother, and
They had that out there.
Yeah,
Like,
they had it. I used to watch my grandmother loved wrestling.
Was it the Great Power Udi?
I never knew about the Great Power Udo until when I came to the States. And
Okay.
Oh, wow.
So back home, I remember watching, is it WrestleMania? Is it 5 in Vegas when
Nine.
Giant Undertaker.
Undertaker, yeah.
Yes, and Giant Gonzalez. I remember watching that with my grandmother vividly, right? And I was always like a casual fan and watch. I never looked up to any wrestlers because when I was a kid, I wanted to be an artist, so I joined a paint.
oh,
So
wow.
yeah, so I
That's
had,
so random,
I
too.
know I had a completely
hell?
different skills of what I wanted to do in my life.
An artist?
Yes, so I just grew
And a
tall.
good one, too.
Yes, I just
The
growth
Negro
just
Da
took off,
Vinci
yes.
Code, yeah.
I just grew tall, and the plans changed from being an artist to being to go to basketball, and now here. So
Oh man, yo, you're amazing.
Your
thank
social
you,
media,
thank
hit
you.
him
And my
with your
social media, all my socials: Twitter, Instagram, the Giant OMOS.
Shout out to Hardin Las Vegas, the best dispensary in the world.